What is up, you guys? It's Valatelli here, and welcome back to Let's Catch a Vibe. Now, I hope everyone's feeling great, feeling amazing, feeling vibe. As you guys can see, today's review is going to be about Jessica Alba's Trigger Warning. Now, this is a Netflix movie. I want to start off by saying that I am going to mention certain things in here that may be spoilers, but I'm not going to talk about the whole movie. This isn't going to be like a breakdown or like a 10-minute review. A 5-7 minutes review. But anyway, Jessica Alba. Absolutely love Jessica Alba. It's nice to see her back in acting. I don't know whether she's been doing anything since. The last time I saw her was pretty much the Fantastic Four movies of the 2000s, which I absolutely love. I think those are better than most of what EMC's been doing, but we digress. So, we dive into Jessica Alba's Trigger Warning. Now, vengeance becomes her. Hey, just because it's Jessica Alba, do not play with her. Like, she is an absolute... She's a joy in this movie. Now, there is certain critiques in this movie, but I'll get to them in a minute. So, pretty much the plot of this movie is she's a special forces officer in the army. And pretty much the movie starts, she's out on a mission. We get like a bit of a car chase thing, which turns out being a trap for the enemies. We do get to see her fighting skills. And like I said, she's no John Wick. Now, I know whenever you mention John Wick now, it's a bit of a like, you know, most films now are meant to follow the same vein as John Wick because John Wick opened the door to action movies. It changed it. It was like, okay, here's someone that's not James Bond, doesn't have any superpowers, but can still kick your ass. But I do think that this movie does teeter on the balance of straight to video, but there is certain things in there that just put it slightly above average where you could potentially see as, you know, obviously a Netflix release and a streaming movie. Now, we do find out that she's actually trained, like she's in no special forces, she ain't no grunt or no private or anything like that. So, in this movie, we do find out that, which most movies do have, you know, the hero gets called home because their father dies in a, what's meant to be like a cave-in, even though her father's been working in the mines for like, you know, years. We do find out her father is a Green Beret officer, or was a Green Beret officer in the army. She plays an Hispanic in this movie, which, I don't know, I'm not Hispanic, but I thought it was believable enough. I didn't have any problem with it. From what I can remember, I don't really think she spoke Hispanic in this movie, though. But again, you don't necessarily have to. Again, my Hispanics will probably tell me that, you know, whether it's good or bad. But yeah, she gets called home, small town. Now, one thing I want to say is you can always tell who the villain of the movie is, especially when they start telling you who the senator is within the first 10 minutes of the movie. And in this movie, it's villain of the week-ish, but... You do have the senator that has two sons. One is called Jesse, which is played by, is it Mark Webber, I think? I'm probably going to butcher that. Who ends up being her high school sweetheart or her prom date, essentially. So they did go out before, so there's a bit of a history there. He's also got another son called Elvis, which, again, typical, I'm just going to come out and say it, typical redneck kind of thing. Racist, you know, that family member in the family that you know is a dick, but you keep them around because it's family kind of thing, or some people keep them around. So yeah, essentially we find out in this movie that her father gets killed. They try and say it's an accident, even though he's been working in the mine for years. And essentially she has to find out who's done it. Again, it's a small town. It's like kind of like a county. I do like the fact that the county's called Creation. It's a bit different. We haven't seen that, or I haven't seen that. It's called Creation. But yeah, I want to get into the things of this movie. I think this movie is beautifully shot. I didn't really see, like, many, you know, there's not really CGI in this movie. I didn't really see many things that I was like, okay, that wasn't really shot bad. Writing's good. I think they gave her pretty much, you know, what she worked with. Jessica Alba pretty much worked with what she had, I think. In terms of writing. Music, there's not really much music in this film. There's no really spoilers because there's no end credit scenes or anything like that. One thing I will say in this movie, and there are several bad points. One, just several, but there is one, right? There's a scene in this movie where she turns her back in a cave when they're going off, you know, like the last 10, 20 minutes of the movie. She turns her back, right? And someone comes out of nowhere with an AR and sprays her back. And I'm not lying to you. She ends up with like a like a flesh wound on her left arm. I don't know physics on guns. I only know what I've played in games and, you know, what I've learnt and stuff like that. But if you get sprayed in the back with an AR, I'm sure you're going to take spinal damage. like, it's not even... Okay, if it was a single shot, fair enough. But I swear this was like an automatic, right? Like, it was an AR, bro. Like, you are going to get shot up with this. But, okay, never mind. And there is several parts of this movie where... you see her absolutely be a badass, and then you see her get handled. You see herself get, what am I thinking of? You see her ass get handed to her, basically. Now, that's not to say that she's not trained, and I'm not trying to go, the whole female route of, she's a female, but you can definitely see the differences in this movie where there's somebody that she could take down, and they've done it just for, plot reasons and to, you got to make it a revenge thing and vengeance thing, and when she comes back the second round, I get that. We've all seen our heroes beaten up to a pulp and then come back and refreshed, and they're still not recovered, but they end up kicking ass anyway. But yeah, overall, I'm probably just babbled through this whole review, but I do like this movie. I do think it was slightly above average. Like I said, I could definitely see it being a straight-to-video movie. And obviously, I could definitely... What I mean by that, like, straight-to-video on Netflix, essentially, like, you wouldn't go to this at the cinema. But I am happy to see that Jessica Alba is back into acting. Again, we got J-Lo's Atlas, which I still haven't seen yet, but I've heard mixed things about that. But I just wanted to hop on here and do a quick review for this. Again, spoilerish, non-spoilerish. My review for this movie, I am going to put it slightly above average. I'm probably going to give it a 7, maybe a 7.5. I think Jessica Alba crushed it. It's nice to see her in a different role. Again, I haven't kept up with her acting career since like the mid-2000s with Fantastic Four and several other movies. But yeah, I'm going to give this movie a 7. I'm going to push it a 7.5, or else to recommend it to somebody. Which makes sense to me, not makes sense to anybody else. But yeah, I'd say definitely go and watch it. I'm a little late to the game. It came out 4 days ago, but it is what it is. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this short little review. If you guys did, don't forget to smash the like button. If you didn't enjoy the video, let me know in the comments down below why you like the video. Also, let me know which is your thoughts on this movie. Would you recommend this to people? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you think it was trash? Did you think it was amazing? Again, film of the year for some people. It is what it is. But anyway, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new, or join Team Let's Catch a Vibe. Also, if you are new, please don't forget to switch on the bell notifications to get notified as soon as I upload. But more importantly, don't forget to stay vibey, and remember, vengeance becomes her. Peace.